Pittsburgh. This is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage in the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Moments ago, a scene that's played here since 2004. Big Ben Roethlisberger greeted by this sold-out Heinz Field crowd. His Steelers getting set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Including the Heisman Trophy, and we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him, his ability to be accurate from the pocket.
And here's Jackson on the option. First down and more for Jackson as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Jackson on
The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to short side left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Steelers, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
On the board.
The
The Steelers set to go on offense, and it is the big man, Big Ben, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead them.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. And he's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Play acts of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 48 the mic. Check.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Tiburon. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again is Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Ben to throw again. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Jackson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. Memphis. He's always so. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And that will be incomplete.
Incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. 28 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Ravens 10.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it's brought in by Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
A 5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
And one here in this third quarter.
Ready? Like 20. You get the ball. You think you want to get there?
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He has seen the halftime lead evaporate, and his first half play hasn't really carried over to the second half.
We just saw a fumble, right? So he had a hiccup there. So whatever those home remedies are that you know, send them to him right now to try and get over that and get back on track.
Yeah, he's trying to forget that fumble from earlier in the third quarter. We'll see if he can do it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
To Vance McDonald.
that's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Tiburon caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this carries into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Jackson's pass. Complete.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And it's a tremendous...
Take over 1st and 10 at the 10.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to tackle Siege. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
First down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Rolling to his right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab.
Baltimore.
And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Here's Kareth White on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have...
Line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Open man here is Gentry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Finds his running back, James Conner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. All the way down at the 2-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run here with Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 10, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end, because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throw. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Tiburon with it over the middle. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he?
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throw around. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.